Hello YouTube, this is the Pokemon Magnet Skyfire, and welcome to a special Pokemon Black and White Wi-Fi battle video. This battle is against Zero Gravity from Zot's Pokemon Wi-Fi room. Now, did you look at this? Look at all this! Really? Really? Yes, it was an actual Uber battle. Yes, I actually played Ubers. Long story. But, well, in any case, this is actually my first Uber battle. Literally. I mean, when else did I ever play Ubers? Well, I mean, recorded like this and all this. Well, what happened? Shall I show you? Well, here we go. Trust me, this was a really, really interesting battle. I brought in my Jefferson, that's my Thundurus, and he brings in this Arc, which is an Arceus. I had to look at that and say, oh no, I'm already in a bad spot. Because I kind of figured I was already a rock type. So I went with the nasty plot and I said, you know what, I'm just going to try what I can. He comes in with the Judgment, and well, that just says, yikes. Well, not too yikes, because of one reason. I always keep this on Thundurus because I figured his defenses are way too low. I had to use that Focus Sash for something. I figured I was going to try the next best thing. A Thunderbolt. At least the second time was, oh, I was so close. But at least it did that much from a nasty plot. I said, okay, that'll do. So I decided, let's bring in my Telegraph. That's my Mewtwo. So I said, yeah, let's go for a Calm Mind. The funny part about it, he did the exact same thing. I don't know why he tried to go for a Calm Mind when he didn't have that much HP left anyway. So I said, let me try this again. And then he went for Judgment. Like, I had to be really, really careful about how much HP it took because I didn't know what he was going to play for the next one. So I said, oh, that's just good enough for me. So I went for the Calm Mind and took the rest of Arceus' HP down. So that Rock type Arceus is gone. So he brought in Raptor, which is his whole yeah. I figured he was going to bring in someone special defenses. The reason why I use Psy Strike, because it only focuses on physical damage. So its defenses aren't that good enough to take that Psy Strike, especially with lots of special attacks. Oh, and it was a critical, so that made it even funnier. So he ranged in his Ozone, that's his Rayquaza. I was expecting extreme speed, but that didn't happen, so I said, you know what? Let's go for the Psy Strike yet again. And it looked like that Ozo's gone. I was like, oh man, Telegraph's gonna get this. Well, he brought in this Groudon. I'm like, really? Really? I'm like, let me think about this. I don't think this game's got a lot of special defense. But I know its defense is ridiculous. Ugh, that was close. So close. If I did Psy Strike, I wonder how much it really did. Well, I wouldn't notice because I didn't do the calculations right. This Earthquake pretty much killed off Telegraph. So I bring in my Gibraltar, that's my Palkia. I went for the Spatial Rim. I wish Palkia could learn something like Calm Mind or Nasty Plot, kind of like all the others. Thundurus, Mewtwo, like see. I just went with that. Unfortunately, he brings in his own Mewtwo. His name Psywave. So he goes for a Calm Mind. He must be using the same strategy that I use. Not surprisingly, but I'll go try what I can. So I went for a Spatial Ren, and it took, about that much. So he goes for a Thunderbolt. I'm like, that's going to be close. Ooh, but I realized, so it had a Life Orb. A Life Orb Calm Mind Mewtwo. Ooh, boy, that was going to be a crazy one. But, until I took it that much, I'm like, maybe this might be a double KO. And I'll tell you why. He goes in and uses Thunderbolt in Gibraltar. He faints. But I have to think, was it going to kill itself? It did, because of its Life Orb damage. So that was good for that. So he lands Pokemon's DNA, which is the Deoxys Defense Phone. And I bring in my Dork Highway, that's my Zekrom. Now note, that Zekrom is actually from my old White. A long time ago, that is. I figured I was going to try to see how Bolt Strike was going to do against it. It did just about half. He goes for a taunt. Unfortunately, I don't have much of bulk up or anything on Zekrom, so I guess that didn't work out. And this would be the game right here because I did Outrage, and that will probably do pretty much the rest of the HP for that defense form. Oh, and you wonder it was a critical. That's 2 criticals. It's probably why I won the game. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I think it was all because of Telegraph. All because of Mewtwo that pretty much helped me to win this game. Because Telegraph's critical and whole pretty much sealed the game. Because what it is, Mewtwo took out 3 Pokemon. Arceus, Ho-Oh, and Rayquaza. And pretty much that was good from there. Anyways, good game to Zero Gravity. I know he was upset because of that critical. I didn't know that a critical came up when I was playing Mewtwo. I was so distracted because I was actually playing him while I was watching the Olympics. Haha. How funny was that? Anyways, rate, comment, subscribe as you always do. This is the Pokemon Skyfire saying have a nice day and see you next time.